Welcome back to 1 Million Pumpkins Ranch for more public displays of homesteading. We're doing a feed stream this evening, and I'm going to be showing you how that we took the rams and the ewes and separated them back again, and some other things going on here at the homestead, off-grid, northern Arizona. So here's the hay. We had some rain, so I got to uncover this. So Petroglyph is by himself now, and he only needs 1 pound. I'm gonna weigh it. All right, that's good. Here we go down to Petroglyph Town, or as I call it, Ramlandia. Here we go. And he was not happy having his wives taken off of him. You can't leave such a small ram ewe unit alone together for that long, especially when he's Petroglyph, because Petroglyph is kind of a food hog. There's the ewes down there. Getting reacquainted. Hey, Petroglyph. Bah. We also hung up Petroglyph's jolly ball in the tree, but it looks like it's stuck. Hi, big guy. Hi, little bighorn. How you doing, Petroglyph? Love you, sweetie. Here you go. So his jolly ball is hung up on the tree there. Before he managed to get it out of the tree, so maybe after he eats, he'll feel like getting that jolly ball. But we do have to keep an eye, and we're thinking about chainsawing some more limbs off so that he does not get stuck in the tree. But earlier today, he was having a great time punching. He was dancing around it like a boxer, punching it and then stilling it with a touch of the nose, and it would boop him on his butt. He had such a good time with that jolly ball today. So if he does not disconnect that by tomorrow, we'll be chainsawing off the excess branches. Now back up. Hi, Hooey. There's Hooey the barn cat. Good kitty. Good kitty. All right, back on up. And Matt is setting up the barbecue for a rib loin roast thing. We've had marinating, homestead, loin of lamb. So we've got 2 banks of these, and then the other container where our son lives in the utility shed has 8 more over there. Amarok. Good boy. That's Amarok, the Pyrenees mix. He's the guardian dog. Good boy. Got some chickens here. Trying to get them some alfalfa. So now, 1 pound for the other ram, Aristocrat, or he can have 1.5 pounds. He's big. So another reason to take the rams off the ewe is because those girls get prenatal rations and the lambs are getting growing and fattening rations, and we don't want our rams to get obese. Let's check the weight on this. And that is 1.75 pounds, so that'll do. Over down the hill to Aristocrat, not down the hill, but over here. Aristocrat! There he is. There's all. Here is how the berm and tree ring are coming along. I got the berm all rocked in. I'll show you that later. Hi, Aristocrat. Hi, big guy. How's my love ram? He is such a sweetheart. This guy is the nicest. But he will still ram you. Hi, Aristocrat. There you go. Good boy. I love Aristocrat. Hi, Amelia. How are you? Thanks for joining us here on the homestead. Yeah, and he's got a shelter with some pallets and a sheet of plywood. Random free-range chickens. Right, so here's the berm with its path and a planting trench. I do have some more small stones to put, little pretty shiny ones. Okay, now I need the cart because now that all the lambs and ewes are together, turkeys have been put to bed. And little blind Whitey is having her dinner, making happy noises. We got free range chickens, free ranging. There's Tiny Smalls. Hey, Tiny Smalls. How you doing, little man? We got 9 rabbits hopping in there. And Cleopatra is hanging out with them. We go around back to the hay bay. And yeah, as you build a homestead off grid, you're gonna have random stuff laying around, so just showing you how it really is out here. All right, I want to load up 20 pounds for 14. We got Bermuda. That is 6.5. And we've got alfalfa, high protein. Okay, I need 7 more pounds to get my 20. I like to give them half and half, Bermuda and alfalfa. Okay, perfect. That's 20 pounds for 14 ewes and lambs. Peregrine is helping. 20 pounds of hay. And we'll go around this way. Hi, Tiny. Okay, turkeys. All right, chickens. There's our main rooster, Townsend. Townsend. That right there is the rooster roost box that the boys go in, except for Townsend. It stops fighting inside the coop at night if the cockerels are segregated. It's so great to see this corral full of sheep again. Hi, girls. There's some boys in there too, but they're weathered. Those are called wethers. Hi, Pamplemousse. Our little bottle baby girl. Okay, so we have a hot wire to keep Amarok from bothering them. At lambing season, it's touching the wet ground, so you can tell it's hot. There. All right. Oh, Moosey, I'm gonna set you over here. That looks good. Hi, sheeps. Da. You guys remember what to do? Watch out, Lucy. Hey there. Good sheeps. Good sheeps. There they are. I love sheep. So there are 14 ewes and lambs. 8 ewes just got bred. The only one of the lambs that we're keeping is going to be Pamplemousse, the bottle baby. The rest are going to freezer camp for more delicious barbecue days. Okay. Now I gotta close this. This poly rope stuff is so great. It acts like rope, but it's electric, and it's connected to the high tensile electric fence over there. Hey, Alpha Kitty Kids. Welcome to the homestead. Thanks for joining us. Back on up the hill. That's the sheep finished for the evening. Now I do the rabbits. So this feed time with the rabbits is going to be pretty cool. Those are sheep. They're hair sheep. They're not wool. So they shed every year. And they're meat sheep. And there's debate about whether you should raise sheep or goats. Yes, we farm rabbits. We have 6 breeders and 1 retired, and we have 24 grow outs plus another litter that I haven't counted, and 1 other is due on Thursday, another litter. So this is the rabbit barn. And unfortunately, one of this litter from Snappy managed to come out of the nest and perished. I had it under my shirt for at least an hour, but it did not come back alive when I warmed it up. This one is due on Thursday. This is a food production homestead, so pretty much everything I do is for food. And if you look into it, rabbit ranching is the best input to output ratio of feed to meat. Excellent nutrition. Here's the retired one. It's hard to see, but anyways, I gotta feed him. So let's put you maybe, I don't know where you can see the best. Maybe here. Yes, people eat rabbits. Rabbits are like the French fries of nature. Everything wants to eat rabbits. In fact, tomorrow is dispatch day for the oldest grow outs in the other hutch that's outside. All the adults. These mamas get more. This one is nursing. They are really cute, but so is everything if you think about it. Those lambs are pretty darn cute. This mama gets 4 scoops. Whoa. Sorry. There we go. And the expectant mama here, she gets 2 scoops. She's not eating though. She's been making her nest. I'll show you what she does. Just like any mamas, they get kind of hormonal. So she moves the hay into here and builds a nest to have her babies in. And then later she'll put fur in there. Rabbits keep themselves very clean, but they're used to, being outdoors, grazing and pooping and peeing wherever they are. So when they're in a small area like this, the poop and pee really concentrates. So they make a messy barn. They also get hay too, but I have to refill my hay. This litter, they get 1 scoop per animal, but I know where it is on my cup. So I put about half in there. Can you see them? I don't think you can see them. Right here. No, they clean themselves, much like a cat would. They just groom themselves. You can brush them. We brush them, especially when they shed. Mostly the rabbits just self-clean. They do get dirty when they go outside. Sorry guys, I'm taking too long. Here we go. And I cleaned the floor of the barn today, but I still need to clean this particular cage because they mat together the stale hay. They poop and pee and it makes a mat on the floor of the cage. And they get real thirsty. So I use a watering can because then I can just water through the bars. Whoa, sorry. It gives a first squirt. I'm going to go around and give everybody water. The nursing mama gets thirsty. Over to behind you, the boys. I've got 3 boys and 3 girls. You do not need to have 3 male rabbits. I fell in love with an extra one, Cat Claw, so I kept him. Okay, so now downstairs, this one did her breeding, and then she stopped being able to breed for some reason, aged out, I guess. It's a little crowded in here. There you go, Eglantine. Good girl. She's my oldest rabbit, and so she's just retired. This one doesn't for some reason. She doesn't jump out, but especially not when she's being fed her dinner, because that's what she really cares about, is dinner. It's actually kind of hard to take them out of their cages. I love taking care of them. Sheep and rabbits are my favorite. This cage down here is the nighttime home of the ones outside. So I need to refill this. And whoops, my tripod is awkward. That clip is to hold a box fan to ventilate. There's Poplar, hopping free. They eat the hay. So they get Bermuda for fiber. If you don't give rabbits enough fiber, their guts get bowel obstructions. You guys are gonna get to watch me catch this little man. And then I have to take my glove off to zoom. So the Bermuda is for fiber, and the alfalfa is for protein, and carbs. They don't need very much carbs. There's 9 babies in there. All right, but I got to fill this. So it's back to the hay. So we just built this shed and hay bay this past summer, and what a difference it has made for for our comfort. Hello there. Don't know that one's name. That's a random black Australorp. So just for convenience, I put a flake of each kind in this bin to serve the rabbits out of. So here we go, back to the rabbit barn. Matt is barbecuing. Hey, Matt. Could you or Ivan refill the rabbit feed bin?
Yeah, colors?
Yeah. Thanks. There's the hutch full of the oldest grow outs. I'll be feeding them in a minute too. It's the weirdest weather. My bulbs are already coming up here. Sorry, squirrel. Till April. We've had the warmest winter. All right. Is it better to watch from outside? Maybe? No. Let's try. Filming in close quarters. Okay. We are in northern Arizona, Apache County, Arizona. Right up against the New Mexico state line. So these guys did not get alfalfa yet. Hi, Mama and babies. There you go, rabbits. So the rule of thumb is the rabbit's body size in the fiber Bermuda hay or grass hay, and then the size of their head with the high protein alfalfa. If you give rabbits too much protein, they get kind of a diabetic metabolic problem. Also, you don't want to fatten your rabbits. Rabbit fat is not the goal. Muscle mass is the goal. They get a lot of health problems if they get overweight. And you asked about jumping out earlier. The hanging cages don't jump out. Only one does, and that's my crazy male named Cat Claw Acacia. And she gets extra because she's nursing. Let's see if we can peek in with the tripod. Let's see. See in there? There's a bunch of little babies in there. I have not counted them yet. There we go. It's making a shadow. Those are going to be 2 weeks old on Thursday, and they should be opening their eyes and coming out of the nest. Um, do we get problems with coyotes? There are coyotes everywhere around here, and that's why we have a Great Pyrenees. He keeps the coyotes from coming inside the fence. The fence is electric, so if the coyotes touch the fence, they'll get a pretty hard shock. You touch that fence once, you don't want to touch it again. And over here, they do, these are the breed American rabbits. So those come in blue, like this one, or red-eyed white. And I think they're starting to add black to the colorway for the breed. They're a heritage breed. These are born the color and they stay that color. This one is the one that jumps out. So I'm kind of taking a risk. But cat claw. There you go. Don't jump out. There you go. And he has a cardboard box to play with. They like to chew and destroy things. They're always busy. This is Poplar's house. He's outside, but I still need to prepare it for him. Put his hay in there. I already put his kibble. If you feed them, excuse me, if you feed them immediately after picking them up and catching them, then they get to associate being captured with getting fed. And here's my little lover. Now this one is a mixed breed. Yep, I have to do this twice a day. This one is a quarter Champagne d'Argent and the rest American. So Champagne d'Argents are born solid color, and then they get the silver color, the white hair in there. So those ones turn. But the pure Americans are born either blue or white, and they stay that way. This guy was born blue, and then he developed the silver. And his mama was the sister to this one, and she was born black, and then she grew the silver fur. That's what the Champagnes do. So every day, one adult gets to go outside and hop. So, and 1 litter of babies. So now I got to put food in for the babies to return. Which they already left a lot behind. The thing about rabbits is if they sit and poop and pee on their food, they won't eat it, obviously. So the guys are gonna bring fresh pellets because my bin is empty. So let's go, and you can watch me catch Poplar. Hooey, you're not allowed in the rabbit barn. No barn cats in the rabbit barn. You scare the mamas. Go on, Hooey. Thank you. The tripod trips me up. I'll close the door. Yeah, he's a big burly barn cat. Aren't you, Hooey? He's got the scars on his nose. He's the big daddy. And here's Poplar. So I gotta catch him. Hi, Poplar. Poplar likes to eat dinner. So he's usually pretty easy to catch. So let's see. Ooh, sorry. He loves to interact with the chickens too. Let's see if he lets me catch him. Otherwise, I give a low-speed chase. Hi, Poplar. Hi. Oh, man. There, he's putting his head down. Good boy, Poplar. Good boy. And push him into the corner of my elbow. And then give him a platform to sit his little bun on. Oh. And in the background, we have chicken drama. And the guys are pouring pellets. I'm taking my glove off so I can switch the view. There. There he is. And he has a base to rest on. And I wear sleeves so he can't claw my arms. And he tucks his head in so he's not scared. And he's just a sweet little loaf with his nice paddle tail. So precious. Okay. All right, we're going back in. And let's switch the view. Now, rabbits get excited when they come in here. They know it's dinner time. He's going to jump out of my hands. You'll see. There you go. That's a good boy. He's a lover. And then he has to go have some words with his roommate. Aw, thank you, Alpha. I think he's adorable too. I just love rabbits. Yes, we do have a Great Pyrenees mix. He's our livestock guardian dog. Look at him with his cross paw. He's huge. That's what keeps the coyotes away. All right, up next are the hutch rabbits. So, oh yeah, I was going to put pellets in for the babies too. Let me do that. Since my son filled that. So they need 9 scoops. I know where it measures on the soda cup. And that just goes in their hutch here. So when they arrive, they'll get straight to eating. Oh, the outdoor. Yeah, I don't know where the little scoop went. I know about how much they get. That's good. Hooey, get out. Psh, psh. No farm cats in the rabbit barn. All right. Around. Back outside. Oh, there's my husband in the chat. Hey, Matt. Here are the oldest of our grow outs. And these are going to freezer camp tomorrow. I need to get their water. I'll be right back. Here we go. Hi, rabbits. Hi, little bunnies. Hi, little bundles. Let's put this here. Alfalfa. And then they get their pellets and they really get happy. There we go. And they have some play furniture there to hide in. Whee! Come and get your dinner, little white one. Here we go. So I have put our journey so far. We moved off grid 4 years ago this month. So this is the beginning of our 5th year out here. And we moved from suburban Southern California. Now the drape comes down on the bunny show. Keep them safe at night in case it gets windy or rainy. And it just makes them feel more secure to be in their own little room that way. So I put the whole story of moving off grid here into playlists by which year it was. So I invite you to check that out. Now back to this rabbit garden area, and I'm going to catch all these babies and put them in their hutch to eat. Sometimes they're really cute and good and I can just pick them up. Other times I load them in this travel crate. Let's see what they do. These ones are the most friendly. Hi, bunnies. Hi, noodles. Come here. Oh, that's a good bunny. So just like that, one rabbit ready to go in. I think I'll put them in their cage here. Put their cage in there. I like to hop on top of their cage. Hi, littles. It's okay. It's okay, little blue one. There we go. I'll put this one away and I'll be right back, okay? We are just beginning our 5th year. Thank you. 5th year in the 5th wheel. See how curious they get? Oh, little sweeties. Let me get your ears. What a nice rabbit. What a nice little bunny. So I'm going to be walking back and forth. He's not even supposed to. Bunnies. Hi, little bunnies. Your turn. There we go. There's a little bunny. So that's. Okay, next one. Hi, baby. Little bunny. Hi, littles. Here we go. They're being so nice. And when we do it this way, left with the cagier ones that are harder to catch. Let's see if they let me. Come on, rabbits. Sometimes you can get them to be curious. Now, see, this is what starts happening when they mature. They start, humping each other. We don't want that. Okay, is anybody going to be a taker? Who's going to let me pick them up next? You? Okay. Get you in a little double bind. Little bunny. It's okay. Curiosity. Hi, little bunnies. You guys curious? One just popped out too from under the board. Okay, it's your turn. Oops. Good bunnies. And I've lost count, but there are 9 total. So I'm going to have to go in there and crawl around to put them into this cage, and I'll take a lot of them out. Hi. Hi. Hello. Oh, it's okay. Any more in there? Just you two. Okay. That's no biggie. Come here, baby. Hi, little baby. Let me get you. Good little bunny. Hi, little bunny. And I like to make a little pinch spot. The little bunny goes in, but the bunny can't get out. Then we squeeze them. We just squeeze them. There they go. Don't jump out. All right. We do a double check. Make sure that's everyone. Set that up for tomorrow. Everybody's done. Okay. Do this. Woo! That's a lot of bunny moving, isn't it? So, here they are. All right. Gonna carry those in. I'll set you up over here. By the way, thank you, Steve. Handling rabbits is a joy, and it does make them so calm and friendly. Let's see if I can't see much in there, but it is what it is. Here's the last of them. Let's take you down one more level on the tripod. Sorry for tripod noises. That would be annoying. One more telescope down. There we go. Let's see what you can see there. Okay, so they have their food on the right side, so I like to let them in on the left side. And you gotta be quick, move them without letting anybody else escape. There you go, rabbits. Hi, little baby. You ready for your dinner? Yes, you are. Here you go. Okay. That's 9 rabbits in there, which is excessive. That's why they come outside. They spend all day, every day outside. Okay, rabbit chores are finished. Our son takes care of the birds. But we do have the cats and the dog need their dinner. go back into the shed. Yeah, it's a workout, right? I don't have to take steps back and forth, but I prefer to carry them by hand now that they're bigger. It's cat and dog food. They just get so much tamer. And soda cups come in real handy for food scoops. Just saying. Fiasco is on a diet since getting neutered. He's been getting a little bit thick. So, one handful for each cat. Alrighty, around the outside. And the sun is setting. Another beautiful, beautiful day here on the northern Arizona homestead. These falconets are still hanging out. These are Peregrine's chickens, her chicks. They grew up nicely, didn't they? All these are Peregrine's little tiny chicks. 2 cockerels. The rest are hens. There's another one. Louis says, I'm ready for my dinner. Whitey's gonna go to bed under her A-frame. Hey, turkeys. Amarok! Amarok buries his dog bowl every time I give him a dog bowl. So, he's not deprived. He's had like 5 dog bowls. And he'll come and eat when he's ready. Not you, Hui. Amarok, come eat your dinner. Good boy. Go eat your dinner. Kitty. Look at the sky. So beautiful. And the cat eats under the tote. It's cat camp over here. There he is. Wee. He wants to rub on the tripod. He gets half of that amount and the other half goes indoors. And he's already under there. All right. And tomorrow I think I'll be showing you a garden stream. But thanks for joining me on my feed stream. It's a workout, it is, but it's a joyful workout. I would not wish for anything different. This is my dream come true. And I really appreciate you all for coming along with me while I take care of all the animals. If you'd be so kind as to hit that like button, that helps my channel grow. I'm trying to get enough watch time and subscribers to monetize. All right, so have a great night. Cheers and blessings.